see you guys again. It's been a while since I've taken an actual training video. Quite a while actually. Just this winter weather's been really getting in the way of things, and I've had a lot of work to do. Makes it a little difficult, but as you've noticed, I've got the saddle and saddle pad and all the things laid down right there on the ground beside us. You may be wondering, yes, Hengroen just turned 2 a week ago. He did wear the saddle a little bit on his birthday. I'm not going to be riding him until he's 3 years old. You know, I might sit on him a couple times, but I won't ride him. But today we're going to be working on a lot of getting him used to the saddle, the sounds of the saddle, lunging with the saddle, or a walk, trot, maybe a canter. And then I'll be putting, it's really supposed to be a tie down for barrel horses, but I think it would be a really beautiful looking small bridle if I want to kind of train him in it to see if I can ride him in it, because I really think it's beautiful and it's such a small thing to put on the horse's head, and to be able to ride with that would be quite the accomplishment. So I think I might go and try for that. So I brought that down, and I'll be working on reins from over his neck, kind of like this. But first I'm going to start by warming the big boy up. I'm going to do walk, trot, maybe some cantering, getting his mind centered. He's looking over at the horses behind the camera. So I'm going to warm him up a little bit, and then we'll work on throwing the saddle on. Back, back, back. Good boy. Right, we got some balls. Being a little feisty today. Trying to act his age a bit more. Walk. Good. Good boy. Walk. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Boy. Stop. I don't know if the camera can hear it, but I'm using voice commands with him. So with walk and stop, things like that. Try to pick it out, but I tell him to walk, trot, things like that. Sorry. Stop. So work on things like that. He's still learning those things, but he remembers them really well. Good boy. Trot. Good boy. Okay. Trot. 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 Good boy. Trot. Good boy. Good boy. So I had him trotting there because he was really focused on the outside instead of the inside of the circle. So I immediately had him slow down and stop as soon as he turned and gave me a really good look while trotting. So that's why he stopped so quickly. Boy. I'm going to trot a little bit in the other direction. So back, 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 back. Good boy. Back. Good boy. Stop. Good boy. Good boy. Stop. He is being very good for the vocal commands today. That was beautiful. He trotted the minute I told him to. Walking, he slowed down immediately, and then the stop also stopped. That was beautiful, spot on. Very happy to see that. I'll see if I can catch it one more time before we start putting the saddle on him. Back. Trot. shot, but he did very good after that. Very nice collected circles. Good boy. So you're not going to get much excitement with him when it comes to this. He has no care in the world for it. I've put it on him. I've sat it on him to carry it down here to the arena for me. He has no care in the world for it, but I'm going to be doing other things like lunging him around me at a walk and kind of flapping the saddle pad on him, flapping the stirrups, things like that. So I'm going to start by getting the saddle pad. Let him get a good sniff of it. None of the horses like this black saddle pad. It's kind of funny. They all prefer the colorful ones. So there it is on his back. Flapping it on his shoulders. No care in the world for him. Come on this side. Again, no care in the world. Good boy. Very chill horse right here. A lot of 2-year-olds would be bucking their heads off. I did bring the flank cinch down because I do want to put that on him. A lot of horses do get very cinchy with the flank cinch, so I want to test that on him, with him being the age he is, because I do use the flank cinch with the Western saddles. I'm letting him get a good sniff. I don't really want him to chew on it, but bring it around. Okay. Don't block me with your head. This is a heavy saddle. Probably weighs between 30 and 40 pounds altogether with everything on it. It is my very nice saddle. My other saddles don't really fit super well on the horse's back because they were cheap and I did not know what kind of saddles to shop for, but this one has fit all my horses very well so far. I am afraid he's going to get a little too wide for it when he's older, but so far it's doing well. I'm going to size this girth accordingly. Doing very good for me here. Want him to stand still, kind of in a park mode here. You can have him actually move his front foot forward because it's so far back. I want the cinching process to go better. Here, also turn him so you guys get a better view of the cinching process. Good boy. No, we're not going to be looking at that side. Yeah. You get distracted by things on the ground, I know. So, got the stirrup here out of the way. I'm going to tie the cinch on here. Sure. So, I'll give a bit of a warning to camera when I'm tightening it, but I really don't think he's going to go anywhere, so I'm going to tighten it now. What a reaction. He's such a wild horse. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. I'm going to tie this knot on. Hopefully Blade, Dreamer, and Calypso have not taught him anything about floating when the saddle goes on. Get this knot all tied. The stirrup fall back down. I'm going to lunge him a bit with it like this before I put the flank cinch on. See how he does with that. So, come on, bud. Boy. Don't let him worry here with him. I'm going to start by walking him around in a circle and just making a lot of noise with these stirrups. Rubbing his shoulders with them, rubbing his belly, letting him get a whole lot of feel to it. Good boy. Lots of feel in it. Not seeming too concerned. Good boy. Use this link cinch strap I've got hanging down here. I'll let it kind of smack him under the belly. Smack him on the booty. Oh, stop it. like I said, they get really, a lot of horses, the worst favorite part about the saddle is this bad boy right here. Feeling that going closer, further down their belly. So many of them hate it, hate the feeling a lot. So I'm really gonna let them get a feel for that. Hang this up on here. I'm gonna test this. Let him get used to the feel a little bit. He's kind of chubby, so I'm gonna let it be loose. Normally you don't want it to be super loose, but I'm gonna let it be decently loose on him. Letting him get a feel. I'm gonna tighten it up a bit now. Yeah, you see that right there? He did not like that. So I'm not gonna make it any tighter than what it's at the moment. A lot of people let these hang really loose, but if it's super loose, you never know what could get caught up in it. If it's flapping around, it could bother them. You never know. I am, like I said, I'm gonna let it be pretty loose today since it's his first time wearing it. He's worn the saddle before, but he has not worn this before. You get it strapped all onto the girth. Good boy. So that'll prevent it from sliding back. So now he does have that second cinch on. You can see it here, hanging down a bit on his belly. Right here on the round part of him. But he's not, again, he's not showing much concern at all. So I'm going to lunge him around at a walk and a trot now. I'm not going to do any more saddle flapping at the moment. So, just letting him get the feel of this. Boy. Good boy. He's being very good. Never know what can show up at a trot though. A trot. Good boy. A lot more stuff bouncing around. Things flapping and hitting him. Trot. Trot. Good boy. Bit of a trip there. Good boy. Good boy. So, try to get back in range of this camera. Good boy. Good boy. So, go a little bit the other direction now. Trot. Trot. Good boy. Don't want to trot away. Good boy. Trot. Good. He's doing very good for this. Stop. Now, she's proud of you right there. Having him back up. Good boy. That was very good. This is all really nice for him. Again, he's never shown much of a care for anything. I could probably hop on him right now and walk him in a couple circles and he wouldn't do anything. But I'm going to let him grow up a bit more before I put his brain through that much mental stress. So I'm going to put this on his head now. So show it to the camera. All it is a tie down with long split black reins. These are really long. When I got them, I did not realize they were that long, but good thing is Hengroen's going to be a big horse. You don't have to eat it. Let it go. See, that's the baby brain there. That's why I'm not riding him yet. And I'm going to put this on him. It's small, but he should still get a good feel of it. And then we're going to work on letting him get the feel of reins, steering, things like that. So, I don't want him thinking he can nibble on everything in his path. That's his favorite thing to do, unfortunately. Put this on second to last hole here. I think it's beautiful, and I think it looks really good with my saddle. And I think one of my favorite things to watch is seeing a horse lope in a very collected, not too much. I don't like it when their nose is dragging the ground, but I really like watching them lope along with their head down and their neck arched. Stop eating stuff. With no bridle or with very little bridle or a halter. And so I was mentally picturing him wearing something like this. Nice and loose on his big old funky head. Having him lope circles wearing just this. So if I can trade him to ride just fine with this on, I will. I'm going to hang this back up on his saddle. So, I'm going to bring him here. When he does that, I am going to snap the reins, because if he learns to constantly bite these reins, that's a pretty bad habit. Swing him over his neck. See? Look at that. He could be a cow horse already for all you know. What a pretty pony. What a pretty pony. He's not a pony. He's very big. It's already outgrown Mac. You are such a pretty pony. So what I'm going to do here is work on reins. Right now I'm going to work on getting him to turn towards me, because it's harder for a horse to turn away from you than it is for them to turn towards you. Especially for him, since he's generally pretty good at keeping his mind here with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand here, pull his head around, just like that. I applied the smallest amount of pressure. There. I'm going to do that if he tries nibbling on these reins. I applied a very small amount of pressure. Use some more. Good boy. I want to be able to turn his head right around there to look at me. That was a really beautiful example for him to turn his head to look at me. Very much so like that. Come on the other side and do it a bit. See if you can do it just as well. I don't want him to turn his body right now. So, see if I can get him to turn his head and look at me. Good boy. That was beautiful. See? That's all it is to the beginning of these reins. All it is. Very little baby steps. Again, clearly, if I wanted to, I could hop right on him. He's big enough, he's strong enough, he's calm enough, but I really want to give him a lot of time to mentally mature in this very tiny pea-sized brain that he's got. It's going to be hard, I think, for me to keep the weight up, because I'm so excited about him. I'm so excited about the things we're going to do together, but I also know that the longer I wait, the better it is for his body and for his mind to grow. So, let's see if he'll come around here again. Good boy. I'm barely applying pressure. Like, I'm going to start with very small bits of pressure, move on to very big bits of pressure. He doesn't turn his head, but right now, he's been doing so good about it. Good boy. Good boy, you'll be steering in no time. But now, so, I can't even see over his head anymore. He's gotten way too big. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm going to see if I can get him to turn as nicely away from me, his head away from me as he does towards me. So I'm going to pull on this rein. A little more. Alright, so clearly I have a little miracle pony. Clearly not going to have much problems with this guy. He's going to just be a chill little dude for me to train, which is nice. Make it easier for me to get all these tricks instilled in him. See if I can get him to turn this way. It's kind of, yeah, I'm cheating. He was already looking that way. Good boy. So now I'm going to have him look at me. Good boy. And now I'm going to have him look away. See, isn't that amazing? No, I don't want you to move. There. So, that was good. Very good. Good boy. Very nice pony. So, let's see now. He's obviously very connected to me at the moment. Come to. Come to. I didn't tell you to bark. Come to. Good boy. Good boy. There. So you didn't know if I told him to park right there. So that was very good actually. He's used to me making him stand still. So we'll see if I can actually work on that right now while he's thinking about it. So park, park, park. I want to get big if he moves. Park. Good boy. Park. Don't move. Park. Park. Now, see, he's struggling. There, good boy. Good boy. He was struggling there. He didn't want me to get out of his sights. He wanted to keep me there in his eyes. Which, this is something that some horses have a hard time with, but I've been working on it. It's been a long time since I've actually, gone out here and done stuff like this with him. So, be amazed as you will with his memory. The memory of an elephant, I guess. And don't walk away. Good boy. So park. 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 I'm gonna get big if I need to. I don't want him to think he can just follow along. Park. Good boy. Good boy. Right there. That was very nice. Good boy. Very nice. Very nice. So some things I could do. Come on. Good boy. Some things I could do with him that might tend to be a little difficult because of his size would be standing alongside. I did this with Calypso. And steering from here and having him walk. I will do that with him. Probably not today, but it will be difficult because he's so tall. He's already, I'd say, 15'1", 15'2". So I can't really reach over him super easily to steer, but see how well he turns here. Keep pulling. He's got his distraction with the other horses. See if you can think about it. Think about it. There, good boy. Good boy. See if we can get him to back up a bit. Good boy. I know. Back. Good boy. Back. Turn towards me. He's a little distracted here. Good boy. Good boy. Very nice. Very, very nice. What I might do now is, I'm not sure if the phone has got it in range, so I'll probably stop the video and start a new one, and I'm going to show you with me bringing him alongside the fence and putting a leg over him, but I'm not gonna ride him today. Don't worry. Oh, I'm gonna walk you through how to do this real quick. Shouldn't be too bad. He's done this a little bit before. Gotta try to keep his attention. He's already not quite lined up as I want him to be, so I'm gonna back him up here. And now, you pull up. If he bites it, I'm gonna give him a good pop in the nose. I don't want him to do that. That could become really bad habits. So, I don't want him to back up either. So, give that little pop to him to help him figure out what to do. I'm gonna let his brain sort it out. This can get very tiring if you sit here and do it forever. Give some vocal commands. If I was using a flag with him, it'd be a little easier. But I want him to figure out what I'm telling him is, come on, bud. I'm gonna just pull him forward here. Thank you. There. Don't have to be all the way over there. Now I'm gonna try to give him the idea. There. That was the front end, but it was still him stepping towards the fence. So I'm taking that. Good boy. Good boy. See, he knows what he's doing. Good boy. Good. Oh, he just wants me to love him now. He says that was too hard. Good boy. But so now I'm gonna have him take a couple steps forward. Just one little baby steps. I don't want him to shoot forward. Honestly, that's all I needed him to do. And now look, I'm right here over his back. I can reach it a lot easier than I can on the ground. You don't want to pet him, let him feel your hands all over the place on their back. He's got a real good mind out to stare at the other horses. But there, good boy. Good boy. Oh, good boy. So you can do here is, as long as you've got a good foothold on the fence, you can, you know, lean over him like this. If he walks off, behind him, you can't do that. And that's when you can back him up and put him back in the position. Good boy. Back. And now I'm going to just do this again. Good boy. Good boy. Very good. Don't bite me. You've always got to use your mouth. And again, when you're asking him to move forward, just a couple steps. That's all. Little baby ones. There. Look at that. I'm right over his back now. This is a really good spot. Oh, we got stampeding horses in the background. It's fine. It's gone elsewhere. See if I can pull him back here. Good. That wasn't completely, but it was something. Good. Good job. That was good right there. I don't mind if he wants to see what's going on over there because I don't know what's going on over there. I think it's kind of fun. So I'm going to ask him to take one little baby step forward again. There, but no more. And now this is when, again, you can lean over him. You let him get a good feel. Don't. Now see, here he is messing it up again. So now we got to go all the way back to the beginning, but he understands that now. So, good boy. Good boy. That was very good. Going forward a bit. There. Good boy. Don't. Now he's zoomed forward way too fast there, so he's got to go get it fixed now. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Good job. Give him some head snuggles. That's what he likes. Pull forward a little bit. Good boy. Now this is very close. This is what you want to see. I'm going to lean over him. Let him feel some of my weight up here. Not get worried about it. Move the saddle around. Let him feel the squeaking. And if you're comfortable enough with it, you can swing a leg over. Always let your horse go sniff what's going on back there. See, it's a foot. Oh my. Yeah. You can get him used to feeling, you know, your boot grazing his behind as you mount. That happens a lot. Get him used to feeling you almost halfway up there. Good job. Yep, he's got to bite my boot. That's what he always does. So I've still got weight on the fence here. I can sit on him if I want to, but I know the more I do it, the harder it will be for me to resist actually riding this pony. So I'm not going to actually sit on him fully today. He's being so good for that. I'm going to hop off right here, sit back down, and then climb down. So that right there is how I teach simple mounting. You can use a fence, mounting block, whatever you have that's safe enough for you to climb up on top of to mount on. That's what I like to use. But yeah, clearly he was great for me. Not any major problems, just some distractions here and there. Wants to go say hi to the camera. So I'm gonna bring it back around to me. Yeah, so good job to Hengroen for your first day actually professionally wearing the saddle and getting trained with it. And thanks for watching.